It's Sunday, October 4th, and you're watching the Three Nerds in the Basement podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony.
And we're trying something new this week because even though the title of the show is Three Nerds in the Basement, we are down a man. And
Blaven's out magicking.
Yeah, he is again. So we thought we'd use this opportunity, since just two of us, to try out a live stream setup. So you guys can watch the show. And if not, though, remember, we're still here available on iTunes for the audio audience. This week, we got a review of One Punch Man. And then, of course, we got our picks and our weeks.
Man, sounds like a regular show.
Sounds like a regular show, but now you got something to see. But it's just hit me now that I don't know if we really needed to do a live stream version, because I'm not inputting any fancy videos, pictures, or techniques or anything.
No, man, this is the test. This is the gateway drug to more streaming. This is like, oh, we'll just like ease in, like just put our faces on camera, see what's up. And then later we'll add like PewDiePie explosions and bad photoshopped versions of ourselves.
Yeah, maybe we will. I mean, I know you've always wanted to do a gaming stream, so maybe this will be finally the motivation to get you to do that.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Since we are streaming on YouTube, and I do have a YouTube story I want to kick off the show with.
Go.
So you know how I can be not a very nice person when I'm replying to YouTube comments.
No. Did someone kill themselves on your channel?
No. So yeah, I like being a very mean on the internet because it's fun.
Okay.
I enjoy that. Maybe I'm a bit evil inside, but anyways,
I always thought it came from a place of love. You know, it's like you're jabbing them. It's like, just realize your mistakes to be a better person, to become someone who's not that guy on the internet. You know?
Yeah, maybe. I don't think so.
All right, that's fine. I tried.
Anyway, but I'll use that next time. But so I've how can I put it? There's been, I guess you see a lot of recurring viewers of your audience, right? Like, yeah, I see recurring people who comment or whatnot.
The diehard fans.
It's gotten to the point where those recurring people who know that I'm purposely being an asshole online,
yeah,
will respond in my stead to newcomers to the channel. So they will be complete assholes.
Yo, you got moderators.
Yeah, and I won't even have to do anything. I'll be like, well,
you're just like, oh, that's exactly what I would say.
Yeah, I was like, I was gonna like that, but what am I gonna do? Me too, ditto? I'm like, that's lame.
No, that's when you post a picture of ditto.
Oh,
you're just like, boom.
But yeah, no, so that's what happened, and I just thought, I don't know how I feel about this.
What, that it's been taken away from you?
Yeah, that was like my thing. Like, I wake up. So this is my process. Okay, I wake up in the morning. I make myself breakfast. I have coffee, and then instead of looking at a newspaper or reading articles, I go to my comment section and I just start going at it. But
who's here to burn today?
Exactly. But now I don't have that.
So I imagine that you type with two fingers in the morning.
I don't.
You're just like,
I don't. I'm actually really good at typing.
You're a good typist? Are you a touch typist?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I heard people, I'm a touch typist. I'm like, isn't everybody?
Yeah, I don't get it. Unless they mean like I don't use my eyes.
Yeah, like you don't look at the keyboard.
But isn't that the whole point of typing?
Yeah.
Unless they mean like I don't need physical keys, like physical feedback. And they just...
What if I bought you a keyboard that had no letters on it?
I probably... Does it have the two little lines where... Is it F and...
I think so.
Whatever.
Because I recently saw there's this mechanical keyboard maker called Das Keyboard.
Yeah.
And they have a pro model where it's just a regular version of their keyboard, but the keys are all blank.
I don't think I could do it because I get lost on the symbols.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Like I could type words and I know like where the periods and commas are, but you know on the number pad
it's like I need an asterisk.
Yeah, I always forget where they are.
All right.
I always forget where they are. So I don't think I could do it. I'm not that good. But yes, let's talk about One Punch Man.
I like that show, or I like that manga at least.
Yeah, so you've been reading the manga since when did it come out?
So I've been reading some of the webcomic. All right, backtrack. One Punch Man is a series made by the artist of I Shield 21, whose name escapes me right now.
That's the football.
That's the football manga. And also the story is written by a person who only goes by the name of One. It's just like his online handle.
Really?
Yeah, it just says One.
Interesting.
All caps.
Interesting.
And so he's been doing a webcomic for a while about One Punch Man, a guy who can beat up anybody in one punch. Like he wanted to be a hero. He trained too hard, and then he became super powerful. And it's a gag manga,
right?
But the way he draws it as a webcomic is like really bad because he can't draw. But he just felt like doing it anyways because he felt like he had a good story going. And then the artist of Ice Shield picked it up. He started reading. He's like, "Yo, I'll draw this for you, and then we can get into like a joint venture and then send it out on Shonen Jump."
Oh, really? That's how it came about.
Yeah, and so this got really popular in Japan. It's pretty popular with my friends who are like way into Japanese culture and stuff like that. Yeah, and they finally had an official release of the anime.
Yeah.
So we watched it.
So we watched it just before setting up this live stream. And do you want to give your impressions first, or is it pretty obvious?
It's obvious. My impressions of this are like overwhelmingly positive. One Punch Man to me, like gag comedy is always really funny to me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, think of like when someone, like, you always have that when people have like a moment of realization, like they do something stupid and then it pauses on their face, like, oh no, what have I done? Yeah. And then the repercussions happen after time starts again. It's like that kind of stuff, like just gag comedy or just really simple but effective jokes. Almost like Three Stooges.
Oh, that's an apt comparison. Okay.
Yeah. And the anime takes the manga. It does some, like, the art is not as detailed as the manga.
Really?
Yeah. So like there was one fight with the giant in that. So when he punches him in the face, you know, see how like his neck stretched out and he's all like that. That doesn't happen in the manga. What happens is that because Saitama does a corkscrew punch, his face becomes like gets all corkscrewed in his cheek, and then he falls over. And like the giant itself is a lot more detailed. And stuff like that. So I don't know what the deal is there. Maybe it's just the studio. Yeah. But it's a lot more stylized. It's about seeing this all in action. Like you see the speed, like people are just running at blistering paces. Everything's blurred. And it's funny. Yeah, all the jokes are there. Just like there was only one gag that wasn't from the manga, that wasn't in the series so far. And they had some new stuff just to transition people to learn about Saitama and all that stuff. So to learn his backstory pretty much. But yeah, overwhelmingly positive. I know where this series is headed, and I can't wait to see that stuff animated. Like that's where I'm coming at from this.
Are you actually gonna watch the show?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Like I might not watch it. Like I'll just like, where's the part I want? There it is. Watch. Okay.
So you're not gonna watch the
show? I'm gonna watch it.
No, you're
just not in a way.
I'm still waiting for the day when you're like, I'm gonna watch this anime. Like you're gonna watch this.
Like
anime.
I'm gonna sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting
because we all know you're a bit of a manga snob.
I am. It's true.
Yeah. And I'm the anime snob. So.
True.
So, yeah, one day when I'm still looking. So this is not the anime you're gonna sit down.
The last one I did that with was when I rewatched Samurai Champloo.
That's a long time ago.
No, when I rewatched it.
Oh, okay.
Which was like 2 years ago.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Right, and that I actually sat down and I was like, I'm gonna watch this whole series again. But that was a known quantity.
And there's no manga.
And there is no manga.
So you had no choice.
I had no choice.
Okay.
Busted. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's super good. I highly recommend it.
All right.
Go. Tear it down.
No, I'm
tear
not
down my dreams.
I'm not gonna tear it down. But and this is not just because of you, but so you've been really hyped on it, and a lot of people have actually been hyped on it. On the manga and stuff. And when the preview aired a couple weeks back, the pre-aired version of it, I heard a lot of overwhelmingly positive feedback from it. And I knew that I was going to eventually have to watch this at some point or another because it's part of the season, the fall season, and I try and watch all of them. And I think I should have tried to stay away from the hype. I really,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know what I was expecting. Like, because it's as simple as you made it sound. Like, yeah, he's overwhelmingly strong and he punches dude and slaps a comedy. On paper, that's what it is. Yeah. That's what I got. But I felt like for some reason there was something more to it that I was missing.
So there is something more to it you're missing, but we're not there yet. Like the part where it starts, like even I loved all the gags and stuff, right? And when trying to introduce people to that, when the manga first came out, not even the webcomic, just the manga, like even people then were just like, this is fine, but where's the meat? Yeah. Right. But later on in the series, like stuff obviously amps up.
And I'm sure it does.
Yeah. And if you've seen like in the first episode, like how the fights ramp up, the story ramps up in the same type of just super fast-paced style.
Okay. Yeah, no, that would be like my only issue with it. And I'm sure that with time, if I stick with it, it'll be worth it.
Okay.
I
like how you're just like, oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, part of me is like, I don't feel that this, like, part of me thinks that you would hate this show for the story, but you might like it for the kind of over the top action.
I think I would, because you know what? I will say I love the animation.
Okay.
When right when it gets to that point where we're gonna break the threads of this animation, we're gonna go outside the comfort zone of the characters, and things are gonna get a bit more raggedy and a bit over the top, and that stuff looks cool. The one thing is, I just don't know. There's something about the art style or the character designs that I just don't like.
Yeah, the first villain just looks like Piccolo at the beginning.
Yeah,
or are you talking about specifically like in the animation quality?
I don't know. No, the animation quality is top notch. It's just the general, I guess, art aesthetic. It reminds me of early 2000s anime.
Okay.
Like, because there's 90s anime, then there's 2000s, and somewhere in between there is One Punch Man.
Okay. And
I don't know if I've said it here before, but looking back, I actually really hate like that era of anime.
Yeah, you were just like telling me how Yu Yu Hakusho is garbage.
Yeah. Like, I hate like that super dark outlining of everything.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, it's not like the show doesn't look bad by any means. There's just something about it that doesn't click with me. But
is it so? Question: is it specifically Saitama that you notice it with?
No.
Or is it with everything?
I noticed it. The big giant monsters where I noticed it the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because I know Saitama, they use visual gags with him sometimes, where they'll purposely draw him poorly in comparison to all the high detail stuff.
Yeah.
Just to get a gag out of it.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. Yeah, I can't put my finger on it, but when I do, I'll come back and say yeah. But I think the opening episode was positive, at least. It was strong. I'll stick out for at least 3 more.
I'll probably definitely show you after the podcast some like detailed panels of the fights that we just saw.
You know what I will say? I saw the cover to this manga.
Yeah.
And it looked like if I just picked up the book, I think I'd be super pissed if I opened it up and
it was like, hey.
Yeah.
So the cover is reflective of what's inside the book, if not more.
Okay, is it?
Right? Like inside the book, like there's some super detailed fights.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so that was the weird thing about the anime, like I said.
All right.
Just like it seemed lower quality, but again, it is moving. Maybe it doesn't have as much as a budget.
Yeah, no. But no. I think it was good. I think it's something that people will like. I think strong favorite for the season. Definitely a lot of hype around it. And yeah, if anything, it's fun.
Yeah.
If anything, it's a fun watch. But there you go, One Punch Man. What did you guys think? How about you tell us in the comment section below, because we can do that now.
You see that? It says 2.
Oh, we have viewers.
Oh no.
Oh no. But
oh, now it says 1. Fuck.
Oh, you just chased them away.
I'm sorry.
Yes. But all right, let's move on to the next part of our podcast, which is picks of the week. And we got, because it's just the 2 of us, we're gonna extend the picks of the week into picks plural of the week. So do you want to kick this one off? Tell me
sure. So my first pick is about the Oculus Rift. You know, the hot new VR stuff that's not out yet. So Palmer Luckey, the founder and creator of the Oculus, came out recently and said the price point of the Oculus Rift is going to be around $350 ballpark.
Okay.
And that's a new system. Like that's I don't know if it's going to be an accessory or if you're going to treat it like a new system. But for me, like I've always wanted to try the Oculus and try VR, but at 400 Canadian dollars, like it's probably going to be a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I don't think I'm going to check it out that fast.
What did you think it was going to cost?
I thought it was going to be like $200.
Have you not been paying attention to these VR systems?
No, man. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, here's like a roller coaster simulator.
Yeah.
Or here's like a dude on YouTube
going,
oh no, it's scary.
And they talk about how like dev kits are like $1,500.
What?
Yeah. The Kickstarter was it a Kickstarter? I can't remember. You could buy the developer kit for the Oculus, and I think it was about $1,400 USD.
Oh wow.
And when you think about that, when you buy like an Xbox developer unit or the Xbox One developer, those are $800.
Yeah.
And so if you compare that to what they cost versus their retail, I guess the Oculus is a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
That said, is it something that I'm interested in? Nope, not at all.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like in my head, I guess I made this price point because of like the quality of games I've been seeing, and it is pre-release, but still, I'm like, oh, these all look like 90s PC games. Cool. Remember that game where you're in like that brick wall maze? The Windows 98 game where you have to like, it's just in a maze and it's like they're all brick walls though.
Like Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. Like first person dungeon crawling is most of the games I see.
Yeah.
And then they have like mods for other games. So like, oh, you can play Amnesia with the Oculus, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, like nothing's kind of blew me away to where I want to spend $400 on an Oculus.
Right.
So
are you excited for the possibility of VR?
I'm excited for the possibility of VR. Like VR I feel has a lot of potential to be crazy. And from what I hear is like you have to try it to feel it.
So you're sold on the Kool-Aid. You're drinking it.
Yeah, I'm like near the Kool-Aid. I'm like around, I'm looking at it and I'm like, it looks really delicious. Maybe I should drink some soon.
I think I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum.
You're just on the other side of the table with the Cheetos.
Yeah.
Just like, these are good. Tried and true.
Yeah. I'm the type of guy who's like, I fully believe in the idea. I just know we are still years and years away. I don't think it's like the future is now.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm the guy eating the Doritos being like, I'm not gonna drink that Kool-Aid until someone spikes it. Like that's when the Kool-Aid gets. That's who I am.
That's why you gotta spike it.
Yeah.
You gotta get into the VR game, Vince.
Yeah.
No. Don't. You just make like what Lewis Hamilton simulators.
I will.
And like, like limited edition hat simulators.
Yeah.
Other than that, so Zangief got announced for Street Fighter V.
Yes.
Which is it was coming.
Yes.
He's got some new moves.
Skip it. Just tell me the important.
Doing stuff. Bram leaked character that was supposed to be announced at the Brazil game show.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That would have been very timely.
Yeah, and it was her name is Laura. She's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter.
I would have given her a better name, but okay.
Yeah, just Laura.
Yeah.
She's there. She's kind of chilling, looking all Brazilian. She's got like the half cornrows, half long flowing hair. And it's only screenshots. Just to Famitsu leaked this.
Yeah.
So like Famitsu put these pictures up, and they're like, "Oh no, we put it up. Better take it down." But you can't erase the internet. All right, like someone screen capped that fast, and then it's been spreading. But from the screenshots, yeah, it looks like she's kind of like a pseudo grappler. Like they show her in a lot of like different grappling moves, like her on top of another character doing a submission and stuff like that. And she also has some sort of really close range fireball. And I don't know if that's like an actual projectile or if it's supposed to be some sort of reflector.
Like when Rose does it?
Yeah, like when Rose reflects fireballs and stuff. But yeah, so that happened.
Cool.
Yeah, just more Street Fighter, man. I just want this game to be out already.
Like March.
It's too long.
6 months. You know what I'm more excited for?
What is it? That new RPG Factory game?
No. So the day I think Street Fighter comes out, in
March?
Yeah, you know what else comes out?
Thief's End?
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. But no.
What?
The announcement. Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, the release date announcement for Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Can I pre-order that?
Just pre-order the
I'm gonna pre-order the release date announcement.
That'd be awesome if you got a pre-order bonus. But no. But yeah, so my picks of the week are Marvel based.
Okay.
So we got a teaser for Jessica Jones, the Netflix series. Have you watched Daredevil yet?
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You liked it, right?
Yeah, it was really good.
All right. So the next one
It's really brutal.
Yeah. The next one is Jessica Jones. Teaser came out.
Who is Jessica Jones?
Jessica Jones is Luke Cage.
Oh, is it her his wife, daughter?
Yeah, lover.
All right.
Yeah. They're all part of the same hit squad. Yeah, and teaser actually didn't show anything. It shows a girl who's sleeping in to 3 a.m. Her alarm goes off, and instead of
wait, she's sleeping in till 3 a.m?
or 3 in the night.
Okay.
Afternoon.
All right.
Afternoon. It goes off, and she hits it with her hand, and then she crushes it in her palm.
Okay.
And that's the whole teaser.
That's it?
Yeah. November 20th. Get excited. But my real pick for Marvel stuff is Marvel is going to continue on with their TV dominance. And they're going to make a new type of TV show in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A sitcom.
What?
Yes, Marvel's making a sitcom.
Is it Iron Fist?
No.
Just chilling at his house?
It's called Damage Control.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Damage Control?
No.
I'll admit I have barely heard of the Damage Control. I only heard of them once, and that was during Civil War. So what happens when superheroes and supervillains fight in the city?
Everything gets magically fixed.
Who do you think fixes it?
Bruce Wayne.
No.
He sends out his fixing robots.
No. In the Marvel universe, a special construction company fixes it. They are called the Damage Control Unit.
They must make a killing.
So the whole sitcom is basically them fixing up the city after the Avengers fuck it
stuff
up.
Goes down.
Yes.
That's cool.
That sounds really funny.
Are there superheroes or like people with supernatural strength and stuff working for that crew?
Well, they're regular people, but I remember in the comics, Hercules had to go and do it for community service.
Hey, Hercules, what's up?
And then eventually, what they said was he eventually just came around and did it for fun because he liked it.
Oh, good. Got all the stress out?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So it's cool. I mean, a new Marvel TV show. I watch all the Marvel TV shows, so this would be good because they're all generally dramas, and this is going to be funny.
I hope so.
I'm curious to know where it takes place in terms of timeline-wise. Like, are they going to go all the way back to the original Avengers, maybe even Iron Man 2?
There's a lot of great material, like, and city destruction that could happen in those past movies, and that would be really cool. But I don't know, like, do you think... Yeah, I feel like they might want to just keep it current.
Yeah.
Like, maybe, like, the farthest they could go back is the Avengers, and just like, oh, look, you use this tower as a lightning rod, now we have to go up to the Empire State.
That, and we saw the list for Marvel's plans, and there's a whole bunch of movies still to come out, so they can use all that. Not to mention if they integrate it with, I guess, those Netflix series and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm sure there's a lot of destruction going on there.
Yeah, I have no doubt that Marvel can make a good sitcom.
Yeah.
Because, like, even in the movies, they always have, like, great, just funny moments.
Yes.
But, again, making a sitcom is much different than having a couple funny instances.
Yeah.
Right? So it is a whole new venture.
Speaking of movies and televisions, you talked about how no one wants directed the Furious
something
8 movie?
Yeah, Furious 7 was Hulk Smash.
Yes. Well, Vin Diesel has come back. And he has promised, what do you think he's promised?
That he will direct Fast 8.
No. He's promised one last ride?
But they already did that in the last movie.
You're right. He didn't promise it. You know what he promised?
What?
One last trilogy.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, only a trilogy?
He promised one last
Just even
trilogy.
it out to a flat 10?
Yeah. So I read that and thought, oh, man, you are pushing it, sir, but I don't know.
Whatever. I hope Fast and the Furious is the movie FF series. Like, when someone says, man, do you ever watch FF7 stuff? And it's like, wait, you mean Final Fantasy or you mean Fast and the Furious? And then you get confused.
Yes.
Like, that's what I want that to be. Everyone's going to love Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift because it's obviously the best and nothing can live up to it. But maybe when it gets to 10, and it's the first one filmed specifically for 3D.
Wait, you really think the acronym FF of Fast and Furious can replace Final Fantasy?
I think they could be synonymous.
I don't think so.
Maybe, at least in my mind.
No. In most people's minds, FF is Final Fantasy, then it's Fantastic Four.
No, Fantastic Four is dumb. They make bad movies.
No one ever says, have you seen the latest FF and talk about the Fast and Furious. They say, have you seen the latest Fast movie?
No.
The latest
Furious
movie.
You know who does that?
Who?
I do that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I walk up to my family like, yo, you seen the FF movie? And they're like, yo, yeah, it was sick. Vin Diesel, like, Hulk smashed a car.
Your dad says this?
No. Like, other family members.
Your mom says
Other
this?
younger family members, like, not immediate family.
Okay. I was going to say, because, I mean, like, I don't think your parents say that.
No, man. My parents do not watch that. My dad's all about documentaries.
He should. He should
be. He's at that age,
Yeah. It's good for him.
He's learning.
Some smaller news. PS4 is rumored to get a $50 price drop.
Oh, that happened in Japan already?
And now that I think certain stores are putting out flyers saying it's going to go down. Because there's an Uncharted bundle that's coming.
Oh, yeah.
And it's $50 less than the regular
PS4
unit. So that's that. And I think that's it. I read a story about Pokemon introducing Pokemon the TCG is introducing sideways cards.
Yeah, I don't know what those are.
Yeah, me neither. I have the article, but I didn't want to read it
because we're not interested in TCGs. If only Blaven was here.
But would he even care?
He cares about TCGs in general.
Yeah, but
I'm sure if we told him about it, he'd immediately look it up and then know everything there is to know about it.
He is like that.
All right.
He is like that.
I guess the one rumor speculation I have left is so Tony Hawk 5 just came out and it's like hot garbage.
Weren't you super hyped?
I was so hyped.
I told you I was gonna be shit.
I'm so glad I didn't buy it. I'll wait till it's like 20.
Yeah, but you bought double piece.
Yeah, Galgun double piece coming Monday, tomorrow. So excited.
Equally garbage, but continue with your story.
All right, no, that's game of the year, man. So just after that release and after everyone came out with their Tony Hawk's a pile of hot garbage, EA put the Skate series, the digital Skate series, 50% off up on the store.
Wow.
So everyone's rumoring, hey, maybe a new current gen Skate game might come out.
No.
Maybe.
No, they put that shit on sale so it's in people's minds. It's visible. I heard this board game shit. Let's get the
good series going. And Skate 4, just those games are really good.
You know, that makes me sad. They put number 5 on this box.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
that means Tony Hawk is dead.
Yeah.
Like they could have put a subtitle on that, and if it was like and if it was bad, they could be like, that wasn't a numbered game. It's fine.
It wasn't a real Tony Hawk.
That's like when everybody comes out, it's like, we're Super Mario 4, right?
Yeah.
Now like Tony Hawk cannot come back.
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
At least Tony Hawk's brand of skateboarding is done. Like if they do like Chris Cole's pro skateboarding or
that guy's like 50s.
Nigel Houston's pro skateboarding, like maybe Riley Hawk.
Oh, his son?
Yeah, just go down the Hawk gene pool.
I thought like the top skaterboarders. Is that what they're called?
Skaterboarders? Yeah, old man Vince. Skaterboarders.
Isn't that what they're called?
Sure, whatever. You know what? Do it. It's just like when my grandma calls video games game tapes.
Oh shit! Game tapes.
Anthony, still playing the game tapes? Yeah, grandma, still got them, still going.
And your grandma doesn't speak English, but she says game tapes.
My mom's side.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have my nonna, who's on my dad's side, which doesn't speak English, and then my nana, who's on my mom's side, who speaks English.
Okay.
She would buy me game tapes in the form of NES cartridges.
Man, when you have kids, I'm gonna buy them game tapes.
You're gonna buy them game tapes?
I want to make sure.
No, man, I can't. Like, if I have kids, they're gonna hate video games because I like video games, and they have to rebel. They're like, I'm into sports. I'm like, oh, you disappoint me.
Well, whatever. If anything, I will instill the phrase game tapes in their mind. I'll be like, yo, see your dad's game tapes? You know he doesn't want you to touch them.
Yeah, don't touch all those game tapes.
Just open them.
Just open. See that sealed one?
Yeah,
just
rip it open.
Open it.
And then he'll love that game tape less. I will. That's it for our picks of the week. That's all the broad news stories I could gather in 1 week's time. I feel like there's something I'm missing, but it probably wasn't important. That's why I'm not remembering it.
I'm still sad about you opening my hypothetical game tape.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes you sad?
It was rare, man.
What can you do, man? I don't care.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, I'll be like, yo, and make sure you go up to him and smell it.
Yes. I like that, Dad. Throw it across the room.
Oh, I live for the day. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. All right, let's move into our weeks.
All right.
Sure.
Who wants to start?
I don't know.
Me, Blaven. Wait.
Blaven, what'd you do this week?
Hey.
I did some stuff this week.
Go.
I didn't really.
Did you watch some stuff? Did you play some stuff?
I totally watched some stuff.
Did you bike some stuff?
I did bike some stuff, but you know what? I gotta go to the store and buy arm things.
Warmers?
Yeah, that's the one.
Arm warmers?
Mm.
You can get like 80s leg warmers.
I'm just gonna get black ones because I go through mud and stuff. So.
No, and he's like neon pink, like
no.
high visibility arm guards.
At the moment, I'm trying to buy only black stuff because I'm about to buy a new bike and I don't know what color it is yet, so I need to make sure that everything matches properly.
No, it's gonna be red because you're gonna buy that Gurren Lagann track thing.
The bike I want to buy is red.
Then there you go, red and black.
You know what? So we're talking about this sick Gurren Lagann cycling jersey.
It's on Vince's Twitter.
It's available at the Good Smile online hobby shop. Anyways, it's like 13,000 yen.
That's it.
I found out they only ship to Japan.
You have an inside person.
She's coming home.
No.
And this thing ships right as she leaves. Like the month after she leaves.
All right. Impromptu trip.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to pay up the ass 3-way to get one, I think.
What if
Oh yeah.
What if?
What if
we set up a PO box there, and then hired some third party to ship it to us?
It's probably cheaper if I just went to a middleman service.
But we could have our own private middleman.
How are we gonna make money off that?
We won't.
Oh shit.
It's just a constant hole for us to get certain exclusive things.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, what we're talking about, my week.
Yeah, sure.
So obviously I biked and stuff because I like doing that. TV shows came back.
Oh man,
because you know,
so excited!
I am the sole watcher of TV shows on this here podcast. Because
okay, wait, anime TV shows or like actual,
actual TV shows?
Okay, North American.
Yeah,
action.
it's the fall. Yeah.
All right.
So I watched Heroes Reborn.
This is the one where they're all like teenagers.
What?
Isn't this like? This is like the Attack on Titan junior high equivalent. No. That's what it seemed like to me.
Heroes Reborn?
Yeah, I thought it was like Heroes, but like they're young kids, and this is before the event of the first Heroes.
No.
Oh man, what?
In fact, it takes place like 40 years after the end of Heroes.
What? Okay.
Yeah. It's a 90% new cast.
Okay.
And it feels exactly like the first season of Heroes.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a good thing. But I know how the first season of Heroes ended, so I am watching with bated breath, like, come on, if you're gonna be shit, just give it to me now.
All right, hurry up. I don't want to watch this whole show.
Yeah, but no, it's if you like the first season of Heroes, you'll probably like this reboot.
I think I watched like 3 episodes.
And what'd you think?
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
and then it was television, so I shut it off.
Ah, yes. There are. I mean, it almost feels too much like that original show to its detriment. Like it still uses the same cheesy font for subtitles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's also weird too because when Heroes first released in 2006, that was the pre-smartphone age.
Oh.
So in this one, it's like everybody has smartphones. They're dealing with like text messages, they do their text messages like really fancy now, and it's like
do they handle it Sherlock style where like the bubble appears?
Yeah, but it's one step further where when the bubble, like the Apple bubble pops up, right?
Yeah.
With the text, the entire screen blurs, so you just see the text.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh man, so they didn't press the text; they just lightly held it, and then it popped up. And then when they let go, it pops back into the show.
Yeah.
Of course, right?
Yes.
Apple cross promotion.
Yeah, and I was just like, man, smartphone integration. Okay,
into my television.
Okay, I get it. But no, I like it. It's okay. It's not okay. It's good. It's good. I like it.
Is it interesting?
It is interesting. It's got that indie X-Men vibe.
Okay.
All right. If you like the X-Men and you like indie comic books, that's what Heroes has always been, and that's what this feels like.
All right. Are there people with new powers, or are they kind of like remixes on the old powers from the old TV show?
New powers.
All right.
Generally new powers.
I just keep seeing one where like one dude like touches something and then it just like warps space-time and the thing he touched disappears.
Yeah, he can warp things to anywhere he wants.
Oh, cool.
But he didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah. So he'd warp everything to the same location.
Which is
this room that he was kept in as a child when he was an experiment.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But he doesn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Because every time he uses his powers, he associates it with that fear,
like subconsciously.
Yeah. So everything gets warped there.
Oh, cool.
And then he meets a girl.
Aw.
And then when the girl asks him to warp something, he's thinking about these wonderful feelings about her, and then it gets warped to
where he wants it to go.
So well, he subconsciously thinks about the ice cream shop they met at, and that's where it warps to. And they find out later. And then with her, they're like, okay. You just think about it and you go there. And he's like, this is the best power ever now.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, that's what he does. He touches himself. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And there's some other powers. There's this one girl. Okay, because one of the storylines takes place in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Like Akihabara.
Hero shows up?
No. What? There's this girl called Katana Girl. Name really is Katana Girl.
She's is she way into like Token Ranbu? Have you heard that game? It's the mobile game with all the swords.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
And like all the Japanese girls are getting into actual swords because of this game.
You know, maybe that might have influence on this girl.
Probably. Because
I think it's something like her father is the creator of a video game.
All right.
But I think they haven't really revealed it yet. But I want to believe that her father's power is that he brings video games to life. because it turns out she's actually like this lead in this very popular manga / video game heroine.
Okay, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and every time she opens her katana, she gets transported into the game.
Huh.
And every time she sheaths it, she comes back to the real world.
I can tell you of a couple anime powers that also have that kind of same premise.
Yeah, so I have a feeling like this specific storyline is for them.
Okay.
Then of course there's the Mexican Cholo storyline.
With only the top button is buttoned up on his plaid shirt?
No, because he's a superhero that's Batman, but he's dressed like El Fuerte.
Oh, really? He's a luchador?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but he's not like the big luchador. Like he's
he's what's his face? The guy who did the 619. Rey Mysterio.
Yes, he's exactly like Rey Mysterio. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things. I say give it a shot. But if you can only watch one thing, that's the other superhero show. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, is this back?
Season 3 has premiered, and man, that show is great.
So,
okay. My pants.
What's it? You're wearing sweatpants too. That's visible, man. No. So this show, when I watched it with you guys for the initial review, it kind of seemed just like a campy, like, oh, this is what goes on between movies and stuff. Is that still the tone of that show?
No.
Or has it gone and made its own thing?
It's its own thing.
All right.
But I will say, the movies still look down on it like a little brother.
Okay.
But the show is strong enough to stand on its own now.
All right.
It doesn't need the movies behind it anymore. But I wish there was more integration though.
Okay.
But it starts out really cool. You remember Sky?
The hacker lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who she is in now? Okay, never mind. I won't say it. But anyways, you know the whole premise is Inhumans behind the show, right? Like this show is.
Oh, is it the lead up to the Inhumans?
Well, no, this show is about the Inhumans.
Oh, okay.
That's all the show is.
Is she Black Bolt?
No, she's not that cool. She's not that cool. But no, so some really neat things happen, and they reveal the season 3 villain, or the supposed villain so far.
Okay.
It is. Do you want to know?
Sure.
Lash. Do you know who Lash is?
Nope.
He looks like Blackheart. You know the big black.
Yeah, I was just like, there's an equivalent of Blackheart. Huh.
Yeah. So he looks like that.
I only know Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Blackheart. Is that the same?
Yeah, that's the one I'm referring. He
Okay.
looks like that.
All right.
So that's the villain so far.
Just goes like this and like fissures appear.
Yeah. So he's not. Lash is not like that, but I don't know. Look it up. You'll understand. But it's cool. No, I really dig this show.
Who is the guy in Iron Man 2 with the whips?
Oh, that is Whiplash.
Whiplash. Okay, that's who I thought of. When you said Lash, I was like, Iron Man 2 guy?
No.
Okay.
Whiplash.
Right.
But no, yeah, it's hard. But I mean, if you haven't kept up with the series, it's hard to watch just here. You have to catch up.
Okay.
So.
Well, yeah, I'm not just gonna go in season 3 and be like,
yeah.
Hey.
And season 2 is fantastic. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Is this on Netflix? Is this on any streaming service that I can possibly pay for?
Season 1 might be.
Okay.
I doubt it.
All right.
I doubt it. You know, it might be on. For Canada, let's see. It might be on Show Me.
Oh. Okay.
You got that Show Me?
I got the app for Show Me because it's just there.
Isn't it part of your cable package?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I can check.
Never mind. Because I know it's part of mine.
Maybe I'll check.
Yeah. But that's besides the point. Yeah. Did that, and then I oh shit, there was something else I did. I remember too. I remember specifically doing it.
Was it a toy?
No,
Another
it was
TV show?
it was a video game thing I wanted to talk
Destiny.
about. I'll get to that.
Grow Home.
No. Oh yeah, it was Uncharted.
Uncharted. There you go.
So I played the demo for that. I love Uncharted. That game it looks so I don't know if this is a good thing. Uncharted 2 is how old? 2009?
8? 9?
9.
Okay.
What's that? 6 years?
Yeah.
This HD, not HD. What's it called? The Drake collection.
The Drake collection.
The modern collection.
Well, they up-res stuff.
Yeah. It looks exactly how I remember it looking.
And that's the best way to do those kind of compilations.
But it wasn't that long ago, so I don't know if it actually looks better. I am tempted to turn on my PS3 to see.
Do it. Do some side-by-side comparison.
But that would require me hooking up my PS3.
Yeah, it's wait, yours isn't just hooked up
Nope.
at all times?
Nope.
Mine is.
I know. You have a problem.
My PS2 is also at all
I
times.
know. The one difference is it's at 60 frames per second now.
Okay.
So things are buttery smooth. And I think that makes it look way more video gamey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know if well, this wouldn't be in the demo, obviously, but do you know if like trophy lists would just be like the same ones, just a separate list again?
Like I don't know. I know it's the trophies are separate from the original games.
Oh, they're not. They didn't just take the original game trophies and then put them into.
Oh,
right?
I think they might be the same ones,
but it's just a separate list. So if you did it once, you can do it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There might be some specific ones.
Okay.
Like that require 3. Yeah, I don't know if I want to buy this though because like I don't know if it comes with any of the multiplayer stuff.
Oh, that's probably a big deal.
Yeah.
Man, so like when Uncharted comes out, there's like a golden period for you to play multiplayer
all the time.
No, which is like between launch and between like a month after the
What's wrong with the month after?
The month after is everyone who doesn't really like that multiplayer stops playing. And then you only have the killers left.
I've never had that problem.
Yeah, because you're a killer, all right?
Yeah.
And then I'm just chilling, like, oh, I'm gonna play this game like a cover shooter, like it seems like it's supposed to be. Nah, it's just dudes jumping over trucks, like air shotgunning me in the face, and like
it's not my fault.
I'm just like, man, what's happening? Like I'm trying to jump from one thing to another, get headshot midair. I'm just like, what's happening?
It's not my fault. You suck.
It turned into Unreal Tournament after a while.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah. The thing about that multiplayer I love the most is their capture the flag with the totem.
Oh God,
that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because when you get people who understand that you can throw that thing,
yeah,
it's like, yo, I'm climbing up, just chuck it up, and then I chuck it up to me while I'm hanging off a ledge.
It's fun. Because yeah, it's really fun.
Like that's esports. I want to watch professional capture the flag Uncharted.
Because I've been playing the capture the flag mode in Destiny, and that's not fun.
No,
it's not.
You just play team deathmatch. That's all you do in that game.
Yeah. So, have you ever caught capture the flag in that game?
Yeah.
It's cool. They like dunk it.
Yeah, it's really sick.
I was like, what's going on?
Boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always just play. I always play capture the flag, or I play the equivalent of conquest.
Yeah.
Where it's just capture the points.
Yeah.
So I just play those two. TDM or
yeah. Yeah. Have you been playing more Destiny?
I have been playing more Destiny.
And
the Taken King stuff is a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, than anything else in that game. So, and it's not even that like these Taken King missions are great among like first-person shooter standards. It's that they're great compared to garbage Destiny.
Okay.
Right? And it's like oh, they finally understand what people loved about their old Halo games and what people loved about.
Oh, you're talking about the story missions.
Yeah, I'm talking about the story missions, and I'm like, there's variety. There's jumping puzzles. Yeah. There's alternate enemy types. Like there's interesting mixes and stuff like that.
There's cutscenes.
There's cutscenes. There's actual voice acting. It's not just text on a screen.
You know what's happening in the game.
And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Now there's an actual story. And even though I think there was one cutscene, or no, 2 maybe. But like that was enough to be like, oh man, I finally understand what's going on in this story.
Yes.
That being said, I still don't feel it gets a pass to be like, oh, it's finally super great when it's like, oh, look, you did the bare minimum for me to follow your game. Right. So yeah. Other than that, I did the story missions to level up, and I think I'm light level 230 now, 235. So I'm ready for Crota and whatever. Is there another raid before Taken King?
No,
just
Crota's.
All right, so I'm ready for Crota.
Yeah. What do you call it? I agree with everything you said, but I still think the story part of the Taken King is actually the worst part of the Taken King.
Okay, I haven't got to anything past that, but
because it's weird. Like, yeah, the magic of Destiny I found now is it is the constant. It has that MMO mentality of I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna do my dailies, I'm gonna go run through a couple of quests, hopefully get in gear.
You're in that MMO grind.
Yeah, I'm in that grind, and that is kind of the magic of the game. But I was going through with Mikey and TJ. They were leading me through on I think Friday on my quest to 290, which I didn't achieve.
Yeah. Oh, you're only 289.
I know. I'm really upset. And there's a lot of really intricate secrets and puzzles when you just explore.
So I came along one in this. What's the big ship?
The Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought. I came along in the Dreadnought. You remember? I don't know if you were doing it with me, but Mikey and TJ showed me a secret, like, hidden path to get one of those calcified fragments. But if you go to the other side of where that area is, there's a chest.
Yeah.
And the chest just says ascent is needed to unlock.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
And you just can't. And then a bunch of the melee enemies appear, and they're immune to damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know what to do.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
And like that stuff is sick. Like when you were playing Halo, and it's like, oh, where's that last skull? Like, where's this secret thing? Where can I see this secret cutscene of like an elite and a marine hugging? Like, it's that kind of stuff that makes you want to explore that world. Yeah. And fleshes it out more. Yeah. It's like, oh, look, it only took you 2 expansions or 3 expansions to figure this out.
So that scent thing that you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
On the other side of the room, like on the very far side, there's this little cubby hole, and there's nothing in there.
Okay.
And if you go inside it and you stay there, suddenly your whole screen, if you stay there for like a minute, everything goes green.
Okay.
Like your HUD turns all green.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of your screen, you get this timer.
Okay.
It'll be like, you have the scent.
Oh.
And you have to run.
Oh, cool.
And then there's a whole lot of other things too.
Like, is that just the chest? Like, does it give you a guaranteed legendary drop, or
it gives you? Yeah, it's a legendary drop. It gives you a calcified fragment. Gives you like a whole bunch of other resources that you may need. And then there's these other things. Like they showed me like because they're like, Vince, do you have one of these? Because they were looking to get something. I'm like, oh, I've got one of those. Like they're like, you have one of these? And I'm like, apparently it's a random drop. You get like an item, right?
Yeah.
And you put it in this thing, and suddenly it puts out a beacon, and like it calls out a certain type of enemy.
All right.
And then their leader comes.
I think I have something like that. I have this coin or something that I have to go to a statue to put in, and then I face a boss.
So that's the Court of Oryx. That's
okay. All right.
Yeah, but no, but this one's like, you know those ogres? Have you fought an ogre before?
Yeah.
So there's one that's like 3 times the size of that, and he's all white.
Oh, cool.
And you summon him.
Oh, cool.
And it's cool because you basically make a public event, and then people help you.
And people are like, oh my god, here's this thing.
Yeah, no, there's like a lot of really neat things to the game.
Finally.
I'm really enjoying it. I don't think I need any other games this winter.
I think it's fine. It's okay.
I think it's great. I think you just want to hate on it.
So what's going to happen next week for me?
What?
Rock Band 4.
Good luck finding people to play with you.
I'm going to... What? Me and myself and I. That's all I need. I play all the instruments.
I know you do.
Including my voice.
Do you play them all at once?
No, that's like actually impossible.
Okay, can you do any other ones with the singing?
I could do drums and singing at one point.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
On a couple songs. Like, I'm not playing the death metal songs and then also singing.
Both on heart?
An expert.
Oh, wow. Look at you. Look at you.
I told you, man. I had #1 rankings in a couple songs on drums for a bit.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Not to toot my own horn, but I just did.
You're not impressing anybody here. You're not impressing anybody out there. So
I'm impressing myself.
So yeah, no. But that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have been playing. I started and finished Grown Home in 1 day.
Is it that short?
Yeah, it's very short. So Grown Home, I think it's still available for free on PlayStation Plus.
As you're watching this, yeah.
Yeah, you're watching this.
You have, I don't know, 24 hours. Less than that. 12.
And yeah, until it's not free anymore. But it is by Ubisoft's indie studio. I forget what they're called. Like, it's one of Ubisoft's indie studios. I don't think it's the same one that made Child of Light.
Oh, that's the studio who made this?
I don't think it's the same one, but it's published by Ubisoft. So there's maybe it might be a third-party developer, and then Ubisoft picked it up, and they're like, "Oh, hey, we'll put some money behind this." But it's a platformer. You are a robot named Bud. Bud is an acronym. It stands for something. I can't remember.
It's like a flower bud?
Yeah, like BUD, or it's your buddy.
Okay.
And you go onto this space planet, and you learn of this flower. There's this flower on the planet, and you have to connect its vines to different power rocks in the atmosphere to make it grow. And the blossom only grows in space. So you have to grow it all the way out to space. And it's just that. It's a platformer. It's very simple. It's very chill. There is a climbing mechanic to it. So L2 and R2 grab your left and right hands respectively. And you can grab onto items. You can grab onto the side of stuff. So you're like hold L1, let go of R1, move the right stick up to move your hand, and then keep doing that and stuff. And there's a bunch of different secrets and stuff. It's just a game of exploration.
Right.
And once you get to the top, you do some stuff, you finish the story, and then you can go. They give you reasons to go back into the world to figure out all the secrets.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's very simple. Like I felt very zen while playing the game. Like it just kind of chilled. I was like,
how long did it take you?
I want to say I explored a lot, so I want to say like 4 or 5 hours
With exploring.
Yeah.
Okay. This is mostly a 2D platform.
It's 3D platformer.
Like Mario 64.
Yeah, it's like a fully realized 3D world.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you can like there's different items like you can get like a dandelion to kind of glide down and make safe landings. You can get a leaf so you can like glide like a plane in the upper atmosphere and stuff. There's no enemies in the game per se. There is a plant like a Venus flytrap thing that can eat you, but other than that, there's no enemies. So it's just actually about climbing this tree, riding a vine into different rocks, and then the rocks send energy into the tree, grow it up.
All right.
And then you get to your spaceship.
All right. So, as someone who has grown to resent 3D platformers like Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Jack and Daxter, etc.
Why
should I play this game?
For me, it's like a super chill game. Like if you just want to like sit back and relax, like you don't want anything super hardcore, like you don't want to focus on the story, you don't want to like grind in Destiny, like it's a very relaxing experience. It's the same reason I like Flower.
Okay.
It's just kind of chill.
All right.
There's nothing like truly exceptional about it, but there's nothing terrible about it either.
So I should delete it off my hard drive.
I try it out. You never know.
I never finished Flower.
You never finished Flower? Okay. The later levels of Flower where there's actual like objectives and like quote unquote enemies, like that wasn't fun, but yeah, like it's just super chill. Like you could probably just get through it.
Okay. We'll see.
I was gonna play Super Time Force, but instead I played Super Mario Maker.
Oh yeah, you have that.
Yeah, so I bought Super Mario Maker like back on launch, and then I just let it sit until I finished Metal Gear, and then I was like, oh, Destiny, and then I played Destiny for a bit. Now I'm finally playing Mario Maker. I've only unlocked up to day 3 or 4 worth of stuff. So for people who don't know, Super Mario Maker, it kind of gates your progression. Every time you boot up the game within a 24-hour period, it'll give you a new set of items to play with and to create a level. So at the very beginning, you only have like question blocks, regular blocks, Super Mario 1, and new Super Mario Brothers style. And like a mushroom and some pipes and stuff. Yeah. But the pipes don't do anything. And some basic enemies. And so it's like, oh, here, make like a Super Mario 1 level. You do that, and after you're playing around with it, it'll be like, oh, a new shipment is coming. So the next time you log in the next day, you'll get the next shipment, and it goes on for 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think this is a very good way because this game offers you a lot of stuff to play around with. And I think this is a really great way for people to understand what each item actually does. Like everyone knows what a question block is, and like, oh, I hit it and either a coin or something comes out of it, right? But in this game, you can manipulate it. So like, I hit the question block. Oh, a Goomba with wings came out, right? So you can put anything into these blocks.
Okay.
And it really lets you it gives you the limited items. You play around and kind of stretch out like the max, like what you can do with those items, right? And then it gives you the new set, and then you apply your previous knowledge to the new set items, and then continue. I've made a couple items. The last set I unlocked was the underwater level. So you can make underwater levels if you want, but no one likes underwater levels, so I don't know why.
All right.
But it's really fun, and it's hard. It's really hard to find good levels in Super Mario Maker.
I've heard.
So it's not that certain levels are bad. They're all gimmick levels. Like a lot of it is like, oh, just run, and it does the whole level for you and watch all this cool stuff happen. Or it's automatic Mario, like just don't move. Or the other one is the one I played, or the one I've been seeing is very popular, is they stack a bunch of powered up enemies on top of each other, and you have to hit Koopa shells to knock down the stack before you can get to the flag.
Oh,
right.
Fun.
Because you start out as small Mario. And so like they're very like nothing is truly a Mario level that I've played so far. For that, I think I have to go back into my Twitter and see people who've actually made quote unquote real Mario levels where there's actual platforming and it's not just like figure out this cool trick, right? But I've been trying to do that. Like I've been trying to make an actual Mario level to where like, oh, if someone plays this level of mine first, like they'll learn like I want you to do X and Y. But like, yo, level design's hard, man.
I could have told you that. You didn't have to buy a game. I could have told you that.
You could have told me that, but I wouldn't have believed you. Like, so I tried to get my dad to play a Super Mario level because he knows what Super Mario is. He's played it.
Are you sure he knows?
No, yeah. He like when he got my NES, like he would play with me sometimes, like as a kid, right? And then he's like, "Oh, you're good now. I'll leave you to your own devices." But so I got him to play a Super Mario level I made, but like, you take a lot of your own knowledge for granted, right? It's just like, oh, I know that this wall I can in New Super Mario Brothers I can wall jump.
Yeah,
I just know that, right? But there's nothing telling the new player who knows nothing about New Super Mario Brothers that you can slide down a wall and wall jump, right? And there was a part in the level where he got stuck because you had to wall jump to another higher level. And it's like, oh man, how would I actually show you in gameplay only that you are able to wall jump, right? And like, it makes me appreciate older games like Mega Man X and stuff like that that are able to convey those things to you without actually it's like, here's a tutorial, here's a screen that tells you how to do it, right? And it's really smart and it makes me appreciate those older games more.
Mega Man X. That taught you how to wall jump?
Yeah, there's like, so what happens is there's actually a whole video on it called Sequelitis.
Oh, okay.
And so what happens is you defeat the first boss in Mega Man X, which is the B tank with the walking enemies.
Yeah.
And so that goes, the whole level goes down, right?
Yeah.
And when you're trying to go right, like the game's been telling you the whole time, you're underground and you can't get out. And then when you slide down a wall, right?
Yeah.
And then you use your combination of, oh, I can jump and oh, I can slide down a wall to wall jump and stuff like that. And it's like, man, how can you do that just through gameplay? Right.
So I don't make things.
So you don't make things? I don't know. It's super interesting. Like I actually really want to play more. I can't wait till I unlock more things to see if I can make actual.
Wait. What's interesting? The concept you're talking about, or the game itself?
The game itself.
Okay.
Right. It puts the creative tools, a simplified version of the creative tools, in the player's hands. And it like on one hand, players are making cool things like the automatic Mario levels, right? But those, you quickly start to realize that those are even though they look the craziest, those are the absolute easiest thing to make.
Yep.
Right.
You don't do anything.
Yeah, you just don't, you see where the character died, and then you go into edit, and you're like, okay, then this goes here instead of here, and yeah, and I'm like, oh man, like seeing even the tutorial levels, how Mario Maker sets up Mario Maker for you is like you run through a simplified version of 1.1, and then you come to the end of a level, and it's like, oh, someone forgot to create the level. Click, now you can click edit. Now you can do this. Okay? And so it gives you it reminds you of some of the old Super Mario mechanics while you're playing that, and then puts you into the editing tools.
Cool.
And then lets you do stuff. I really enjoy it.
Okay, I have to ask one question. As someone who has no interest in creating anything, what does this game have for me?
Don't get it now.
Don't get it ever is what you just said. Okay.
No, like, so now is gimmicks. Now is,
so like there really
this
isn't,
is like what do you mean?
Like this really doesn't have any sort of single player component?
It does. So there's something called the 10 Mario challenge, where you have 10 lives to get through 8 levels.
Okay.
Right. And they randomly pick levels from
outside?
From outside, and they bring it in and you play that. But there's not like there's not a story. Right? It's strictly user created stuff.
Wow. Okay, so this doesn't sound like a game for me.
Yeah, probably. If you don't like, did you like playing through user-created stuff in Little Big Planet and stuff? Then yeah, this is totally not for you. Yeah. Like I can see if you're interested, maybe a year from now or 6 months from now. This will be like, it's like, here, Vince, I'll let you borrow it. Yeah. Right, and then you can check it out.
Yeah, like I totally appreciate everybody who likes to do that kind of stuff, but sorry, 90% of the world are not. Of the population don't make video games.
Yeah, like not everyone is Miyamoto, right?
Yeah, like you just told me yourself, I can't. Level design is hard. I'm like,
yeah, it's hard, but it's something like that. I want to keep playing that game specifically because it is Mario, because it is nostalgia hit for me.
Yeah.
That I want to keep playing it. I want to try and get better at it.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're just like, I don't want to make things and I just want to see what other people make, like right now, don't get Super Mario Maker yet.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Never buy it. Okay. That's what Anthony just said. Don't buy Super Mario Maker.
I said, Vince, don't buy Super Mario Maker. If you, the listener, want to check out stuff, just wait till like after Christmas. Wait like January, New Year.
No.
Oh yeah, that's all hot stuff. Okay, next summer when there's a lull in video games, then pick up Super Mario Maker and there's probably some cool shit.
Sure.
Yeah, other than that, just more Metal Gear. Been playing bad PS2 games with friends, like on purpose.
That's kind of like your routine, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's your MO.
What did I get? About Jet Li's
Rise to Honor.
Rise to Honor.
Analog controls only.
Yeah, analog fighting controls and grabbing people, throwing them into fish tanks.
Yeah,
the game's hilarious. I did not totally forgot that whole game is in Mandarin.
Yeah.
And then they have the English subtitles at the bottom. I was like, whoa, did you just speak in Mandarin? What else did I get? I got this game called Disaster Report.
Yep.
And it's terrible. Like, I don't even know how to describe it because we got to a point where we explored this world for at least like 15 minutes, right? Trying to get to the next area. And we were walking down a pathway on top of like a collapsed bridge.
Sure.
And a car just fell on us without warning. And then we just died. It was game over. And it was back to the beginning of the game. And we're like, nope, not going to do this anymore. Put it back in.
Hot stuff.
But that game is known for being like one of the worst voice acted games.
Well,
yes, that's why I bought it.
Oh,
there's a video online if you guys want. It's called Top 50 Worst Video Game Voice Acting Moments. And like they have like the classics like Jill Sandwich and you need a lockpick because you're the master of unlocking and stuff like that.
Yes.
But man, there's some gems in there. You should watch it. It's like my favorite video.
It's for the listeners. This video is so loved by Anthony that like once a month he gets us all to sit down, or when we're all sitting down in the same room, he will put it on.
I'll just put it on
the TV, and we'll be like, again, why? Why? We've seen this a million times.
I just recently put it on my SD card on my phone,
so you can show it to
so I can have it on the go.
Oh man, that's not a good thing, man.
Oh, it's a great video.
No,
it's so good.
And it's like, how long is it? It's like 15 minutes.
I wouldn't say 15. Say like 12.
Wow.
10.
Okay, whatever.
Not 15.
It's a good chunk of your time that you waste. But okay.
No, you don't waste it. You learn.
Listen, we've seen it once.
You learn the turbo graphics.
I'm going to speak on behalf of myself, Blaven, and TJ, and whoever else we hang out with. We don't need to see that again.
We'll see next month. You don't know. You might want to see it again. You'll never know.
Oh, okay. All right.
It did just turn October. I could get it out of the way now, and then you don't have to watch it again after.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, that's been my week.
That's everything.
Oh no, I took Japanese classes.
Oh, did you?
I started taking Japanese classes.
Where?
There is a Hamilton like Japanese culture conservatory, and they do like beginner and intermediate Japanese lessons there.
Are they free or they?
No, that you pay for it.
Okay.
But man,
tough.
Yeah.
I could have told you that too.
I did not know there are I want to say this is a microphone.
Mm-hmm.
You have to say different starting words based on the distance between you and the object.
Yeah.
So like if it's in my hand, you're like korewa, or if it's like super far away and you're like pointing down the hallway, you're like arewa, that thing over there. And I didn't know that. And I was like, what? All these rules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it makes the language easier to understand.
It does. There's a lot of like things in that language I really like.
Yeah.
Like when you get in numbers, it's like Ichi-ni-san, just all through the list. But when you get to 10 and up, it's like, so 10 is Ju, like J-U-U. But it's like Ju-ichi, Ju-ni, Ju-san.
Yeah, that sounds like isn't French like that?
Is it?
Oh, well, not the teens, but like when you get to
F the teens in French.
Yeah, but then when you get to like 21, it's like so you back to it.
And,
but yeah, no, there's a lot way more just logical speech patterns in Japanese versus English, because I think English relies a lot more on contextual relevance.
Yeah,
and it's just like if you're coming from another language, that's so hard to wrap your head around. Yeah, because like you said, like, oh, this microphone or that microphone.
Yeah,
it's like, well, what would? Yeah, that could either mean the same thing or
could mean something different. Yeah. But yeah, so far it's just been speech stuff. I haven't gotten into any writing or anything.
I think that's where they start you out, because generally, you know how there's a lot of people who know how to talk but can't write.
Yeah.
That's why.
Or like the weird thing for me as someone who doesn't speak another language, like I'm super ignorant to it, but I've never understood the people who they understand the language, but they can't verbally say the language. Like they can't say the language.
Oh,
like they can't speak it.
Like that. Yeah.
Like can you understand Tagalog, but you can't say it?
Yeah. Like if Blaven wanted to talk to me full in Tagalog, I could understand everything he's saying, but I could not talk to him back in it.
See, like in my head, I'm like, isn't that like one and the same? But I guess it isn't.
No, because you know what? It's it's more of a subconscious thing.
Okay.
Like my foundations aren't rooted deep enough that I can say it back. But when he says certain words, they will activate in my mind like this.
Oh, they're just like boom. They're like
boom. You know this, but it's just that you don't use it enough that I won't keep this light lit on all the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah. All right, but yeah,
cool.
Learning a new language is very interesting.
It is. Next time you should, when you're done this, do Mandarin.
Oh, I heard that's the hardest.
That's so, because you know, and also all inflections, and you're like,
I heard it's the hardest, and also it's not useful to learn it, because even though it is the language spoken by the most people, it is spoken by the most people in that one country.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a worldwide appeal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna learn Esperanto.
That doesn't have a worldwide appeal.
What are you talking about? It's a worldwide language.
I'll tell you right now, English is the language to know.
I just learned recently in a comic series I read, Saga, there's an alien language and it's always written in blue, and they call it blue language. It's Esperanto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I can just go into, I want to go back into the old books that I was reading and just like kind of find an internet translator.
That's cool.
And translate into Esperanto.
But yeah. You know, speaking of language, I at my work, this one lady, she comes from India.
Okay.
And she was telling me, she's like, yeah, you know, like the British Indian connection, right? And she was like, yeah, to me that's English, but when I came to Canada, your English, I had like no fucking clue. She's like, that was 17 years ago, but no clue, because you guys sound all weird, and I had no idea what you were saying.
So like, there's a big, even in English, there's that big difference, right, between like British English and American English. Man. Yeah. You know what else is all about language?
Language power.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, wow.
Get on it.
Wow. I told you, Boxing Day.
I could just let you borrow it now.
Yeah, but don't you put that platinum?
I can wait.
You really want me to play this game? Huh?
I want you to play it in time for end of the year debates.
Are you sure you want to lend it to me? Because the online servers go up in 2 days.
Oh, man. Can you beat it in 2 days?
I mean, I could if I really wanted to.
All right. Yeah, that's your task. I'll go home, come back.
No. Give it to me when you've had your fill of online.
Oh, online? Okay.
Yeah. But you better be quick, because once Tomb Raider and Star Wars hits, I'm out.
Fine. You should play that game. Oh,
I will play it eventually. Like, it's okay. Don't worry. I'll get around to it. All right?
Fine.
All right. Stop being a baby about it.
Just play it.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell the viewers and listeners where they can find us?
Yo, you can find us on YouTube, where you're watching this right now. You can also find us on Twitter at tniab. I'm also at KillroyCan'tKill. Vince is at Vincent Sanchez. Or Vincent or Vince Sanchez?
Vince. I dropped the NT.
Ooh, Vince Sanchez.
Because people only call me that in the professional world.
Oh, okay, all right. If you want to call him Vincent, you can do it. Just make sure
you come with a business proposal.
Make sure you know that like you're getting into a verbal contract with him. You can also find us on Facebook, 3 Nerds in a Basement on Facebook. I just posted my review for Metal Gear Solid 5.
That you did?
Yeah, to the Podbean website, which you don't have to go there. That's fine. But the link to the Podbean website is on Facebook.
Why don't you spoil for them? Tell them what score you gave it.
I didn't give it a score.
Oh!
Scoreless review. I'm trying something new.
Oh, so people have to read it.
They have to read it.
Ooh.
Or they can just listen to previous podcasts and gather what I think about it, because it's not really a surprise.
Yeah, it's not a surprise at all. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. 10 points scale. What am I, Metacritic? Get out of here.
Yeah. I converted it for them.
So yeah, I went through Twitter, Facebook. Oh, email. If you want to send us a question, you can either leave it in the comments, or you can email us tniab.letters, tniab.letters with an S
Mhm.
at gmail.com.
Cool.
And send us your questions, man. Your burning desires.
Definitely. And before we go, I'm gonna give a shout out to New Generation Duelist for watching this video as we stream it. You are the very first to get the call out on the TNIB live stream. So thanks for sticking around. Also, Anthony, he does confirm that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 1 and 2 is on Netflix.
All right. Now I got something to watch while playing Diablo.
I hope that it gets you to pause Diablo and look up and be like,
I don't know, man.
I gotta watch this.
I just started a support monk in Diablo.
Uh-huh.
Like I do, they're called ZDPS classes.
Yes.
So they do 0 damage per second,
Mhm.
but they make everybody else's attacks go batshit crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. So I started doing that, like just support role. It's pretty good stuff.
I play Destiny.
That's not whatever.
It's a good game.
It's fine.
It's the best.
It's okay. Look, they made it good. They made it not garbage.
Wow.
Good for you.
Last week it was okay. Now it's good. I hope next week I can get you to be like, it's amazing.
The raid is amazing.
Okay.
The raid. Just anything outside of that raid.
Okay.
Is like not so bueno.
Okay. All right. Well, if you guys like the live stream format, let us know. And maybe we'll do it more often.
Yeah. Maybe we'll actually set up a setup instead of.
No. This is good.
This is good. You just on top of a shelf, on top of some like Tupperware containers.
Yeah,
pretty
this
much.
is good. And a T-Mobile Sidekick.
Oh man, I forgot. Yeah, T-Mobile Sidekick box.
Yeah.
Keeping this show afloat.
Yeah. I think we do need something in the background. Maybe I'll put up a poster or two.
What if we put up a green screen?
How about put up some Dragon Ball Z posters?
But we don't. Me and you don't like Dragon Ball Z.
But I have tons of Dragon. You know, like those old on cotton.
Well, I want to get rid of my Final Fantasy VII Advent Children.
Oh, we should put them here. We should put them.
Or no,
right
Crisis
here.
Core. Yeah, I'll put my Crisis Core wall scroll like right there.
Yeah.
All right.
We're good.
Peace.
See you next week. Bye-bye.